Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. This is Jill, and I'm so glad you're joining me here on my channel. I've been away for a bit. I'm sorry I was under the weather, you guys, and then I had to do a bunch of Christmas stuff, get my tree up and all that. So, I have tons of stuff though that I want to share that I've been working on. And so I'm popping on. I'm gonna post this as a Saturday morning makes. This was actually should have been up a couple weeks ago. But I have been working on some Christmas gifts, so we'll start there. I use this Lily's Sugar and Cream yarn. For those of you that might be interested, it's called Damask Ombre. Okay, and it's from 2023. I got it at Joann's Fabrics and Crafts, and there's the information if that helps, I hope. But this is a cotton-based yarn. It's a 3-ounce skein, 4-ply, and it's cotton. And trying to see if it says anything else. It's a medium 4, if that helps, okay? So it's a cotton-based yarn. It's a medium 4. And I wanted to make, every year at Christmas, I always give my mom a few washcloths to add to her collection. She uses these in her kitchen. She loves the 100% cotton ones. And so on this one, I always just do a really simple half double crochet row, anywhere from 23 to 28 inches, depending, 23 stitches, depending on how big I want the washcloth to be. So this one I made a little bit bigger. This was, I believe, 28 stitches across, or 25, with a border. And then the border that I did is called a picot edging. And there are lots of videos on YouTube that show how to do various edgings. This is a picot edging, which is basically a slip stitch, then you do a single crochet, chain 3, a single crochet, and then 2 more slip stitches, and so on all the way around. And that's how you get your picot edge, is what it's called. So just a really pretty ombre yarn, which I just love. I love that it has greens and reds and kind of a cherry color for Christmas. And then with the second half of the skein, I was able to do a slightly smaller one. This one is only, I believe, 20 chains across, if I remember. It's 20 chains across, and then it has a border all the way around the outside of just half double crochets. And then I added an 8-stitch loop here so that my mom can hang it from a hook. She hangs her washcloths in her cupboard. And this one you can hang from the picot edge, so I don't add a loop to this one. But anyway, these are the 2 washcloths for my mom that I'm going to give her for Christmas. I'm hoping to get 2 more made, but I thought I would share those with you. For those of you that enjoy crocheting, I love this Lily's Sugar and Cream for making washcloths for the kitchen. So that's that. And then I'm going to set those down. I haven't forgot about filming my cards for you guys. I have them all set up to do. I'm hoping to film that video next. But I wanted to come on really quick and show you a project that I made, and I'm going to go through and tell you how I made it. So this is the project. I'm going to turn it sideways just so that you guys can see it a little better. This is an MDF plywood, if you will, gingerbread. And Kathy Jakopovich, hello Kathy, who is homesick right now. I hope you guys will say some prayers for Kathy. She sent me this so that I could create one. And if you read her latest newsletter, she did 2 beautiful gingerbreads like this out of her, I can't think what these are called, wood gingerbreads. And just to kind of give you guys an idea of height, this is 10 inches tall. Okay, so it's a 10-inch gingerbread. It's pretty big. And it just is adorable to play with. And so Kathy had made 2 of them, and she sent me a couple to play with. And I wanted to do one and just show you guys what I had done with it. So this is how it turned out. And I'm going to go through and explain a little bit what I used to make it and how I created it. Okay. So first of all, I did crochet a scarf out of this yarn that I got at the thrift store. This is I don't have the information on this yarn anymore, but this is just a sparkly yarn. It has like an iridescent thread through it. And this picks up on the lights on your tree really well. So I thought that would be a lot of fun. Wherever I hang this, if I use it as a larger ornament in my tree or on the top of my tree, the sparkle yarn helps to pick up, as does the glitter that I added. So all I did here was do a really simple half double crochet row of about 10 stitches, and maybe slightly less. And I just made a small scarf to put around the gingerbread. And I did use hot glue to glue this in place strategically because I wanted this hand over here to still show, and I wanted her face to show. So I wanted it to look a certain way. And I am debating about taking this bow off up here and actually putting it down here, but I haven't decided yet for sure what I want to do. So anyway, she's wearing this fluffy scarf. The beautiful Sugar and Spice Makes Christmas So Nice, that little tag that I created, that is from this gingerbread stamp set. And this is a stamp set from Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley has a huge promotion going on for Christmas. They have some new digital stamps, as well as they have lots of new Christmas pre-colored images, and they're running a special right now. And I did a post over on Instagram all about it. But essentially, if you buy either one of the offers that they have, and they have a section on their website at the lotvdigishop on Etsy where the offers are shown, you end up getting, if you purchase the set, you end up getting their entire catalog of digital images. Or pre-colored images. So go take a look at that special. I can't say it exactly correct, but you can use my code Jill10 if you're interested in this. And so essentially, as a free Christmas gift, you purchase one thing and you're getting a whole bunch of free images. And I'm really interested in the pre-colored one because it's so nice to have those images on hand when you need some quick tags or quick cards. But they're both wonderful offers. For those of you that are colorists, it gives you an entire catalog of images to color all year long. So just a great offer. So I was using this gingerbread photopolymer stamp set. If you haven't seen this before, I'll pull it out just so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, so it's a clear photopolymer stamp set, and just really, really sweet images. And I actually have some cards started with this set. I might pull those over and show them to you at the end of the video. We'll see how long this video goes. Otherwise, I'll do a separate video. But I wanted to use this Sugar and Spice Makes Christmas So Nice tag. So that's what I used from this set. And I just stamped that out. And then I colored it with Copic markers. So I used a little bit of brown and a little bit of red just to add some details to the little tag. And then I also edged it in some Distress Oxide Vintage Photo ink with just a little sponge dauber, okay? And I just edged the side of it just to make it look sort of gingery. And then I also used, if you can see them, let me move this out of the way and see if I can set this down. All right, there we go. So the other thing that I used was 2 of my jingle bells from Factory Direct Craft. And the ones that I used are these here. And these are rusted jingle bells. And I purchased them from Factory Direct Craft every once in a while. And then I just store them in this little cubby. And they have all sorts of neat rusted items. And I've gone through, I did a video a couple years back where I kind of showed a bunch of their stuff. But Factory Direct Craft is a really fun place to order from. I haven't placed an order this year because I have plenty of stuff. So I used that just to add some jingle bells to the tag. And then I made, let's see if I can do this. I made this little hanger that you can see. I used my, oh, there's the little tags I stamped out. I used my eyelet setter and I set 2 eyelets, one on each side on his arm, just past where I had done the frosting. And I set the eyelets into this, and then I used this wire that I got at Michael's. And this is a gauged wire that has the raffia, if you will, wound around it and glued in place. And I don't know if it is raffia, but whatever it is, it makes it look like rope, but it's actually a wire, okay? So this, you can get this in the section where they do all of the, kind of like the flower area and the wreath area. They have lots of accessories to go with the wreath and flowers, and this is in that area at Michael's. So I purchased that, and I used it to make this hanger, and I just put it through the holes on one side, and then I brought it over to this side and I twisted it around, and I left some ends so that I could make curlicues. And then there is a sharp tip at the end, so you want to put some hot glue on the sharp tip so that nobody can get cut. Okay, so there's some hot glue just on the ends of the two wires just to cover up the sharp tip. You can also use your filer if you have some sandpaper or a good filer to file the end down to keep it from being sharp if it is sharp. So just be aware of that. But I did that just to add a little bit of a decorative element with the curlicue of the wire. So that's what creates the handle. So this can actually hang on the wall. It looks really cute hanging on the wall, by the way. So that is how I did the handle. And then I did take craft paper and glue it onto the MDF board. So the craft paper gingerbread, I just hand traced and cut it out. I glued it onto the board. And I recommend after you do that, you should probably seal it. Now, I did not seal it. I forgot that step. But I think it's going to be okay as long as you don't put this outside. Okay, so mine is not sealed. What I did do though is I used some sprays. I used this Dina Wakley Media Gloss Spray in white. And this is a really fun spray to have. It has kind of a glossy finish. You can see it on here where I sprayed it. This is what it looks like. This is a little bit mixed, however, with this unraveled mica stain spray. So this is Distress Mica Stain Unraveled, and I did spray a little bit of that. That has a beautiful brown tone. I don't know if you can really, if you're really going to be able to see it, but those two are a little bit mixed together on here. And that's what gives it kind of the wintry, snowy feel to it. So I did spray that in several places, and I let it dry. I used a heat tool to help it. And then the other thing that I used is this here, to create the fluff for the for his hair and along his feet and arms. It's this Cosmic Shimmer fluffy stuff, okay? And I'm trying to remember, this is a Creative Expressions product that I got, I think I got it last Christmas. But it is wonderful, and you literally put it on, and then you take your heat gun, make sure you move your heat gun constantly, and you just heat it up, and it pops up and fluffs. So that's what's on here, okay? And then on top of that, I actually added a little bit of glitter glue and glitter, okay? Because I really wanted my Christmas lights to pop against the sparkle on here. So on top of this dries flat, and it looks like sort of like just white, flat, puffy stuff like snow. But I wanted mine to have glitter to it. And I wanted the iridescence so that the lights would really reflect, oh my gosh, I can't talk, you guys, reflect off of it on the tree. And then I wanted to add that in the eyes here for the face stamp, which I'll show you in a minute, I did use black diamond stickles just on this big part of the eye. And then I also used enamel accents in Glacier White to do the whites of the eye and also to do the little frosting on her mouth. Okay, so I added that to these little dots as well as the white part of her eye. And you do have to let this dry quite a while. So just be aware when you're using all of these products, everything does need to dry. So this is something that took me several days to make, okay? You have to do it in stages. You can use your heat tool a little bit for certain things, but it's also sometimes nice to just let things dry because it creates more dimension. If it dries in place and it's like a little puddle and you let it dry, when you use the heat tool, if you go too close, it's going to spread things around. So just be aware, sometimes it is fun to let things just air dry. So those are the main liquid items that I used. And then I wanted to show you, I was going to use this die set and I ended up not using it. But if you read Kathy's newsletter, on hers, she used this to make the frosting around the different pieces of her gingerbread. So she did a frosting circle and then on her arms and legs. So this is a great die for that, as well as for tags. And I was going to showcase that, but then I remembered that I had that fluffy stuff and I decided to go a different way and do this. So I just love how this turned out. So much fun. And then the face that I chose is from my Jill's Bigger Favorites face stamps. This is PK3010. You can use my discount code in my drop-down menu. It's Jill10 for 10% off your purchase if you're interested in purchasing this stamp set. And you can see that I use this very first face with the frosting on the tongue. It's one of my very favorite Peachy Keen faces at Christmas time to use. And I just think this turned out so cute. I'm going to hang it somewhere, probably in my gingerbread kitchen. I do have a gingerbread tree, and this would look really neat towards the bottom of a bigger tree as a big ornament. I love tucking bigger things into my tree. They kind of create focal points on your tree. And so, but this one I think for now is going to hang right by my sink so I can enjoy looking at it. And I want to thank Kathy Jakopovich for sending this, the wood piece to me to work with. And the other thing that I used were some of these buttons. This is just a jar of buttons that I've had for a long time. And I found these burgundy buttons that picked up on this beautiful kind of burgundy red scarf. And so that is how I created this. And I just had so much fun making it. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing it. And I am already at 16 minutes. So I think what I'm going to do, I showed you both the washcloths and this. I think I'll end this video here and I'll film a separate video to show you some other things, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I shared today, this sweet little gingerbread hanger. And, you know, I just love how this turned out. It's gonna look really cute hanging by my sink in my kitchen. And Kathy, thank you so much for sending me this piece of gingerbread wood. She did get this on Amazon if anyone is interested in purchasing it. And if I can find a link, I will let you, I'll put it in the drop-down menu. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll post this as a Saturday Morning Makes video, and I want to, I'm excited to come back and share my cards with you very soon. I'm hoping to film that video next. And then I have a ton of things that are in the works that I'm working on, as well as Happy Mails and stuff that I need to share. So I'll be back and filming, hopefully, in the next few days. I'll be posting videos. So thank you guys so much for watching my channel, for supporting me all year long. Everybody, I hope you're enjoying the sights and sounds and smells of this wonderful season. I'll be back with you soon. Bye now.